Alright guys, today we're gonna make some moonshine. I'm gonna walk you through it. So first you're gonna need a distillery. You're gonna need a cooler and a condenser. Just press E, then left click on top of the actual distillery to build it. In the upgrade menu, you don't need these, it just makes it a bit faster. I'm gonna use the basic for those who don't have VIP on the server. Also, the VIP or the server is DuckyCentral.xyz in the DarkRP menu. So now we need a grinder. You also need a fermentation barrel. You can fizz gun these. Whatever you do, do not fizz gun your fermentation barrel. So we need a paper bag and need yeast. Put the paper bag, put it in there, and then you hold E, waiting for the yeast to grind down into the paper bag. You are going to need 2 of the yeast in the paper bags. I'm going to put it in. We'll grab another paper bag and another yeast. So you're going to need 2 to fill it up. You have to fill these up, 2 of each, before you can shake it and it starts to ferment. Alright, let's take our grab gun, put the yeast in. While we're doing that, we can take the water and the yeast, or the sugar, sorry, put it in, and we're going to need 1 more of each. Now we're going to shake it. And now it is fermenting. You also are going to need wood. You don't have to buy 2, I just buy 2, just make sure it's full. They're $50 each as well. The yeast is 25, the grinder is 1,000, so you want to be careful. Especially when starting on the server, you only start with 20k. The sugar and water cost $25 each. I'm also going to put some water in the cooler, just so it's full. We're going to take a jar pack, and I just like to bash it in there. We're going to take a jar crate and put it inside of, or not put it inside, but put it right here so the full moonshine bottles just drop in. So right now we're just going to wait for this to be done fermenting. I don't know if I mentioned, I probably did. I'm using the basic. I'm not going to use the VIP stuff for the users that join. I'm just using the basics. You don't have to use these. It just makes it a little quicker and produces moonshine a bit faster, or 10% more. So right now we are waiting on the fermenting barrel to be done. We're going to create mash as well. The mash is what comes out of the fermentation barrel. Just be careful when you're doing some of this stuff. This stuff costs a little bit of money because you're starting out. It's 3,000 just for the setup, the distillery, the cooler, and the condenser. So this is almost done. You want to put it in, and it should automatically start. Yep. And you just hit E to clean it. Just tap it. So the good zone, you want to keep it within the good. The depressurizer will cool it down as well. So right now we're just waiting for some of it to cook in. So that noise is making it go in the cooler, and it's also now going into the condenser, putting it in the bottles. You want to make sure you don't go outside the good zone, or you also don't want to be too close inside as well. So now we're just waiting for our jars to fill up. So right now it's getting a little close. You can get a little closer than that. It'll be fine. Sometimes these will get dirty and you have to clean it just by pressing E. So now it's getting a little close. You hold E, just want to keep it into the good zone. So now the mash is all gone, and it's now just slowly going inside of it's going through the cooler and then going into the condenser. So now we're just waiting for it to fill up. It's gonna take some time. We got 3 jars. You can put the last jar in there now. You can hold a total of 6 in the jar crate. So now we're just gonna wait for this to all go through. And if you want to make moonshine, you just repeat the process, putting the paper bag down here and putting the yeast in, and you just hold E to grind it. And you also just buy 2 of each of sugar and water. So we only made 4 crates, so we're gonna collect it and we're gonna go sell it. There should not be no collided. So we just go over to the beach. I'm going to say that all of the drug dealers are on this side of the map. When this is spawn here, you just want to walk out and you have drugs. And when you do crate drugs, it's all on the left side of the map. So we go to the moonshine buyer.
Is that really you? I can't believe you found me.
And he says some stuff. And that's it for the moonshine. Very simple, very easy. And that would be it for the moonshine guide.